Hi guys, JP Cormier here again with the fourth installment of what's turning out to be sort of a little Boucher guitar diary. I started this a couple of weeks ago with some comparison videos on here with an Alvarez and a Martin, and the next thing you know, I found myself describing the virtues of my favorite guitar builder in the world right now. And so I decided to go through all of his guitars that I own and how I got them, and it's been a lot of fun. We've got great response from this. I'm just going to keep doing it for the guys and girls on the Bluegrass Guitar page, and the people on YouTube, and the people signing up for MasterMusicMethod.com. They're my online school, which is I appreciate that. I know there's a lot of people signing up for it right now. That's pretty cool. And having a cup of coffee and enjoying the not so warm weather here in Nova Scotia. And the next guitar in line, if you've watched all three of these, the last one we left off with was my beloved guitar Yogi, the Triple Aught Rosewood Boucher. So anyhow, after I got Yogi, I right along in there, I put a record out called The Chance, and it was the first singer-songwriter album I'd put out for quite a few years. I've been doing mostly, I've been doing different projects of every kind I think you'd imagine. I don't really put a schedule on myself on my records. I make, I record what I want to record and release it when I want. And I've been lucky enough to have people support me for 37 years doing that. So I have a very unique and enviable position as a recording artist, so that I can do pretty well whatever I want to. Like, I'm sitting in my own studio here right now. I've had one for 25 years, and I do more work for other people here than myself. So that's how actually little I record. Although I do have 18 albums and 19 coming out in the next probably 6 or 7 months, the 19th. But anyhow, I digress. I put this record out called The Chance, and I hadn't put one out like it for a while, and it got nominated for a Juno, which is our Grammy award here in Canada. It was my second time to get nominated for a Juno, so I was pretty excited, you know. And the cover of the album, I should have one with me, but I don't. But you can go on iTunes and look it up, see the cover. It's a picture of me standing at the end of a pool table throwing these red dice at the camera, and the whole pool table is covered in these red dice. And so that was the first part of the story. Then I had stopped into the Boucher shop on my way through Quebec one day, and I was on my way up to probably Toronto or somewhere, and I stopped to see Robin, as I always do every time I go through there. When I know they're in the shop, I always go by and see Robin and Julian and Guillaume if he's there. And I went in, and Robin, of course, was overjoyed, and his lovely wife Diane, who's a sweetheart, she runs the business office, and he was showing me through the shop, and you know, we were still almost getting to know each other back then, and he was so proud of everything he was doing, and he's like, you know, this top here is going to Martin, and this top here is going to this company and that company, and I just sold this set to, and he was so proud that his wood and his guitars were going all over the world, you know. And I happened to notice 3 or 4 pieces of this really amazingly figured wood laying on a counter. And I looked at Rob and I said, "What is that wood right there? Is that Brazilian?" And he said, "No." He said, "That's Cocobolo." And I, of course, know all about Cocobolo because I've owned several guitars built out of it, and it really is a beautiful wood. Very, very similar to Brazilian, and very hard to come by. And he said, "Those are the only 4 sets I have right now." And I said, "Wow." And so I was looking through these 4 boards, raw boards, right? And I picked one out, and I said, "Will you build me a guitar out of this?" And he laughed, and he wrote my name on it. He said, I'll get back to you." So 6 months later or so, or not even that long, probably more like 3, he called me and said, "I want you to come to the shop on your way through again. I have something for you here." And when I got there, he presented me this guitar. And this, again, is a Boucher OM Studio Goose guitar. He did some very interesting things on this, and to be honest with you, Guillaume, our worldwide rep for this company, hates me showing this guitar because it's one of a kind. And so you can't, unfortunately, buy a guitar like this from Boucher, but it does give you a very good example of what they can do in the custom shop. If you're willing to pay for the work, they can do some really cool things. And Robin made a great example of this. He used the dice from my record cover. And if you look closely, you can't see it on the camera, I know here, but if you look closely at the numbers that are showing on the dice, it's my birthday, 01-23-69. And I just thought that was incredible, that he went to that much trouble. And then I saw the back, the piece of wood that I had picked out, and it indeed was. I took pictures of it, actually, on Facebook when I had picked the wood out. And I just want you to take a look at the back of that guitar. This is one of the most beautiful pieces of Cocobolo I've ever seen in my life. And the way he put it together is just phenomenal. The book match is impeccable, all bound in maple, rosewood, or Cocobolo back and sides, of course, and the Adirondack top. It's another canon of his, and I love this guitar. I don't play this one as much as I do the others, but whenever I bring it out, everybody goes, "Man, where's that red dice guitar?" I haven't played it in a while. The intonation on these guitars is frightening. I mean, that will ring for literally 5 minutes. Anyhow, I'm going to play a couple tunes on this one so you can hear what it sounds like. I'll hit you with a little Celtic music here. There she is, guys. The custom Red Dice OM Cocobolo Boucher guitar. OM Studio Goose. And of course, her name. I call her Tarzan because she's built of exotic wood and yells really loud. That's why she's called that. But isn't that an amazing piece of work? And I'm so proud of Robin and the guitars she's building and the ones that I own. They are a joy to play, as you're probably gathering if you're watching this whole series of videos. And a prime example of what he's capable of doing on a totally custom order. Of course, you cannot buy this guitar off the rack, but I still want you to see it anyway because of what it is. It's just an amazing piece of work. If you like these videos, hit subscribe and hit a like. Give me a like on there, slap a like. And there's more coming. That's 4. There's 4 to go. And the 8th one is going to be really special. I'm going to need your help with something on the 8th video. And yeah, so hang in there. And remember, guitar players have more fun. Trust me.